Hey, hey, hey! This is Kurt the Boat Doctor out in this beautiful 210 Sea Runner. This is a nice boat. It handles good. Now, this you can go out on the outside in the ocean. You know, I've been out in one of these probably 30 miles out, but just be careful. I don't recommend it when it gets kind of rough out there. I mean, it will do it, but you just maybe taking a little water over the front. But if you want to go out to the reef, if you want to go out bottom fishing, just pick your day, you're fine. I ain't saying the boat won't take it. I've been out in pretty small boats, but I'm just don't want some beginner to get a boat and then takes it out and I say, oh yeah, it's an ocean boat, yeah, and in moderate water. It gets rough. Now the bay here, not an issue. It can get the worst possible storm you can imagine out here, and they can get up. I've had them over about 10 feet swells right over there. I had a storm one time, a weird one, but anyway, they're damn good boats. They're very stable. It's a good riding boat. Plenty of power with that 200, about in the 40s. Gets right up on top really quick. The little 99 does a great job. That's a good salmon trolling motor there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just I just got done setting up your GPS and your radar and your sonar on this display. They come pretty basic, you know, they'll get you by, but all your frequencies for your sonars ain't set, your heading for your radar, and all your datas and your combos, and I set all that up for you. So right now what I'm going to do is just hit the power key on, and that's going to beep, just let it do its thing, and I'm going to go ahead and hit this live well. This switch has got to be on as well as the back switch, and I'll show you that. Courtesy lights are the lights back there by that bumper. And you get that's your nav lights. Then these are accessories. They're wired hot. You can hook up something to those if you like. Bilge pump works. Wipers. Up is the starboard downs both. Horn works. And then you just hit agree right there. You got the CL5 gauge. You got your kicker motor right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with that. I'm going to turn that down until you hear it go clunk. There. Now when it's cold, you got to lift the red lever and give it like 7 pumps, and then the next time maybe get 6 to see maybe you're down to 4 pumps. So each time try something different. Once you figure out how many pumps to give that, she'll fire up every time. So say it was 4 pumps, what you do is then bring it back, lift this lever until it stops, and then just give it a little up, and then push in on the key and turn it. So right now I've had this kicker running. Sometimes when and I haven't ran it for like 15-20 minutes, so it fired up, but if it didn't, you just lift this fast idle lever and then lift it back down again. So we're down. I'm going to put it in gear, and I'm going to head back the other way. Now this is one of my screens I set up here for the combo. You got your I think this is the radar overlay, if I remember right. I put on top of this, and then you got your radar, and then you've got your depth. If you notice, isn't reading, but I'm going to show you why. You got good water flow. Go over to get to your bilge pumps and your seacog valves. Now notice that ain't pumping water, but if I hit this switch right here, there it goes. Got this switch right here. This is for your bridge box, and that's for your wash down. Integrated hydraulic steering. You can even put covers for your wiper motors, trays. Always nice to have extra storage. So I'm going to spin this over here, and we're going to go through the bridges. Now if you turn this on and you notice, well, how come my radar isn't working? You can hit this button right here, and there's right here, you just hit that until the green light comes on. And this is your boat, this little mark right here. There's your heading line. And then that means this here, I was panning through this, so you hit this one right here and it brings you back. And there's your radar overlay on top of your GPS. Same token, if that arrow pops up, you hit that and it centers you. And then now you say, well, how come I don't have my depth right there? You hit the power key, and it says enable all sonars. You hit that, hit close, and there you go. Now, say I want, and here's your tides up here. So I want to see my tides. I can hit this one and it brings it up. And then you can go up here nearby stations. You can change the date. You can cancel out on that one. Celestial, whatever, tells you the sunrise, sunset. Tells you the moon. You can go to moon phase. There you go. The sky view. Go back. Now, say I wanted to see my GPS with radar overlay. Then I hit that, and you'll see this, and I can just bam, and then hit this, and then the plus zooms in and out right here. Now, right here between the lines here, that's the middle of the channel. You got spot depths sitting right in here. That's it. See how that's separated? That means the bridge was open. You could just go straight on through. So now again, if you want to make like an auto guidance or go-to waypoint, you can go to it by that. Then you can go like this, and that brings you back again. Same thing with the radar. I hit that, boom, full radar. And if I want to go out on that, stop panicking, I can do the, like say I'm at 15 mile right there. I can go here. That gives you your speed, latitude and longitude, course over ground and depth. And then you can hit toolbars, and then you say you wanted to see the currents. I can hit this and just temporarily go like this and see what the currents are, the water speed, minuses, pluses, and you can change the date, look a year ahead if you want to. So then you can hit close, and it doesn't put it like this one here. So if I wanted it there, I would just go currents and then hit this to where it's green, and then it would put it up like this one. So then you close out of this. Then where to, if I go to where to, you can set your home location for like a waypoint. Search is when you put a waypoint in, like a waypoint right here, then you go new waypoint. Then I want to enter coordinates, use current position. Right there is going to tell you latitude, longitude, depth, water temp, the bearing I was going, and what time it was. But what I would do is edit that. I would name it, like say crab right there, and then done. And then I could put a symbol with it if I wanted to. Let me see there. Position, depth, it already said. Comments, I could write something about it. I could say, hey, Coos Bay, crabbing best September through March, buoy 17. And then that would give you notes. But once you name that, done. Then all you have to do is go back into your waypoints, like right here, and I could search it, and all I'd have to do is put CR, done, there it is. So instead of having 1,000 waypoints, and you can't remember, was it, wow, 368? You just type that in, and it'll take you to the CR words, and then if you need to go farther, just CRA or CARB, and if you had 10 crab plates, it will list those. Okay, then you can navigate to, then you can go back. Same thing, I want to see these numbers, boom, takes you right up there, go back. And then I'm going to open this, kick her up to see how fast we can get going. We're at 6, 7, and again the tide's going out, so granted it's going to go faster, probably 3 mile an hour current, so we'd be doing about, say, 5 miles an hour the other way. So we bring that back, nothing ahead of us, nothing on the side of us, and nothing behind us. So then mark, if you want to mark a waypoint, SOS will lock in your latitude and longitude. Then options, if you hit options, you can change the menus on them, like the radar overlay, radar to standby, edit combos. You can head in here, I can size split this. Say I wanted a bigger radar overlay, I can kick this over here. Get done, leave that there. Now you go home, brings you back to your tiles. You see how this is? So whatever you were on the last time is, when you turn this thing off and turn on, it's going to go back to that screen. So right here I can go to charts, and it's just right here. Then I put up your GPS, your depth, your water temp, voltage, course over ground, latitude, longitude. I made these data bars. If you don't want them there, you just go to options, edit overlays, and say off. It kicks those off. So now again, I want to zoom in closer. I hit the plus minus, or I can pinch it in like this. got my current sitting down in here. So now say I wanted to do, I've never been down here before, okay? I want to, maybe I put in over there, and I was over here. I want to get back there. What I can do, there's a track line I could follow back if I wanted to, or I can go back here and say I put in right here is where I put in. I want to get back to that. I would just go like this, hit auto guidance, start navigating. There it did. It just drew that line, so you don't have to go to the end and make a turn, make a turn, make a turn, create a route. You just point to where you're going, it creates it for you. If you see this, see how this is going all the way over there, and there's my end point, and there's the ramps right there. So see how it's going up the channel, right around the buoys and the cans? You would just keep your guy right there on that line. See how I got a heading line for you? And there you go. Now to cancel that, if I wanted to, then all you have to do is hit this button. It cancels it. Now I could follow that track line if I wanted to too. I could go, let me see, where to? I could go ahead and go tracks, and then I could go follow action track, and 11, I want to go 9 o'clock, follow track. There it is. See how that purple line is going to be right on my track line. This comes in really handy if you have autopilot. So again, if I want out of that, I just go like that, boom. So let me see how, oh, I better go to video 2.